You can't define yourself by your performance or your training. I'm originally from Iowa, out of CrossFit Kilo in Cedar Falls. My coach, Armin McCormick, built me from nothing. I could barely do an overhead squat when I started. I was an athlete in high school, soccer, track, basketball, tried cross country, but that didn't work. About 2 years ago, my boyfriend got a job down in Houston, and I said, what the heck, I'll just move. I don't have a job or anything, but I just graduated. Before I started weightlifting, I struggled a lot with self-confidence, and which is one of the reasons why I did my first meet, was to just gain confidence. Putting yourself out there, vulnerable, everybody's watching you. So the day I decided to switch over to weightlifting was Nationals 2015. I was in a 63 kilo weight class and I got 17th place. And I was like, that's not good enough for me. And so that's when I decided I'm going to only train weightlifting. I'm going to train as hard as I can. I'm going to see how high up I can get in the ranks, see how good I can get. And this last year, last Nationals 2017, I got second place as a 63, and my goal for next year, 2018, is to be the best 63 in the country. I can't do it without a great support system like my friends, my family, and my coaches. It's just, success needs a great support team. It's so crucial. My friends were a priority, going out was a priority, drinking, partying. I would still try to get up in the morning and train, and it was awful. I couldn't be as good as my potential was going to allow me to be. So I had to cut that shit out. It's not just like 2 hours a day just training in the gym, it's literally your whole life. Sometimes I'll feel like I'm left out, but then I think I'm doing bigger things, and that's what God wants me to do. My biggest dream is to go to the Olympic Games, and I probably have 2 Olympics left in me, so 8 years minimum, and it was scary to make that commitment, to say, okay, I'm going to sacrifice for at least another 8 years, put my head down, train, do everything right, or at least try to do everything right. Diet, everything, recovery, and hopefully I'll make it to the games. But even if I don't, there's always the journey that is the most exciting part about it. It's not even competing at the games, it's all about the journey. And I hope that people will see my journey and say, wow, she went after a really big dream of hers. I'm going to go after my dream, no matter what it is. Job, career, family, Olympics, whatever. Six chances to make a lift. And you have to make at least 1 snatch and 1 clean and jerk, which is a very short amount of time to put in 8 years of work, to show that those 8 years of work have paid off. And if things don't go right, I don't want to be disappointed. But more importantly, I hope that they gain self-confidence in themselves, not just seeing it in me, but also thinking to themselves, I want to be more confident, and I want to carry myself in a more confident way. been a hell of a journey to try to be more confident in myself and to try to portray that in my competitions and in my training and just in my everyday life, because all these people are going to watch me compete and they're expecting me to do so well or do something. And that's when you just have to take a step back and say, okay, this is my game. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this for me. It's tough to be a remote athlete. Everybody else is in California training, having fun on Max Out Fridays. And then there's also times where when you do get that great environment, like let's say we do go out to California Strength and we have kick-ass Max Out Friday. It's fun and you would think, oh, I wish I had this every day. But then it would just be normal. It wouldn't be extreme. And you have to fake it before you make it sometimes. And so I faked it for a while. My confidence is getting better. A couple years ago, I had a really bad performance. I bombed out with like my second meet ever, and I felt like I let everybody down, and I felt bad about myself. And I went to another meet right after that. I bombed out at that one. Bombed out 2 times in a row. I'm like, okay, well maybe this sport isn't for me. And I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna see how good I can get. I'm gonna actually like face my fears and get over this. So my coaches, my training partners, like everybody who I've come in contact with, their character builds my character too. So how they portray themselves while they're training or while they're helping me also reflects on how I would carry myself too. Like my coach Jason, he carries himself very well, like while he's training and everything, and so I kind of took on that role too, to try to be the best role model I can be. And Grant, my boyfriend, did you know that? Did you know that Grant's name is Jordan's boyfriend? So he helps me a lot at home. Like even on the days where I don't want to stretch or on the days where I don't want to do something, he'll always say, well, you have to do it. This is your job. Like this is what you chose. And I was like, you're right. Okay, I'll do it. I'll eat healthy. I'll stretch. I'll ice.
Was he your biggest fan?
Jordan's boyfriend?
Yes.
Yes, probably. Grant's the one who believed in me first. Like he believed in me before I believed in me. It's just Jordan's boyfriend. He'd be so mad if I was saying that. It's funny, I was talking to my mom like 2 nights ago, and she was at a wedding of like one of my best friends from high school. She was at her wedding, and all of the girls like came up to her and she's like, oh, they're like, oh, you're Jordan's mom. And so all she could think about was that she's Jordan's mom, Grant's Jordan's boyfriend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.